Hello everyone, welcome back to Fight Tonight channel. Speaking to Patrick Bet David on the BBG podcast, Garcia stated, "Haney actually called me. Gervonta, I didn't really. It wasn't a hard fight. I was just weak. That's not a hard fight for me. I will beat Gervonta Davis worse than I beat Devin Haney. Devin Haney is a harder fighter than Gervonta, 100%. Haney beats Tank. I don't think Tank could. Tank won't get to Haney. Definitely, Haney would beat Tank." Garcia continued calling for a rematch by adding, "Davis has fought at 140 pounds before. We can meet at 144. Simple. If you want to make a lot of money, we could do it. If not, I don't need him. I'm making a lot of money regardless. I could retire tomorrow." While Garcia has shared the ring with both fighters, it is thought to agree with his assessment based on the results of both bouts. Instead, it appears that he is attempting to hype up the opponent that he beat. Despite his calls for a rematch, it is unlikely that Davis, who won the first fight and has the leverage in negotiations, would entertain moving up nearly 2 weight classes, although he competed at 140 pounds, defeated Maria Barrios via 11th round TKO to capture the WBA super lightweight title. Tank revealed that he was not comfortable fighting at the weight after the bout. He is set to make his return to the ring when he faces Frank Martin on June 15th. Ryan Garcia upset that his fight with Devin Haney wasn't stopped. Ryan Garcia was able to defeat Devin Haney via majority decision after dropping him third in 12 rounds and shocking the boxing world in the process. Despite the victory, King Rai believes he should have won via knockout, tweeting, "Woke up sad thinking people should not got that KO, bet ref that 7th round shouldn't have been stopped, point deduction was not warranted. Never received a warning, crazy man." While Garcia was able to pick up multiple knockdowns during the bout, Haney got off the canvas each time, refusing to quit. Although he wanted the knockout victory, King Rai was still able to defeat his opponent under the scorecards. He was, however, ineligible to win the WBC super lightweight title after missing weight by 3.2 pounds. When is Gervonta Davis vs Frank Martin? Fight date, start time. After over a year away from the ring following an emphatic win against Ryan Garcia, while also dealing with legal issues, Gervonta Davis is back in action. Tank competed in the second Premier Boxing Champions late Amazon Prime pay-per-view event against Frank Martin on June 15th. It is a non-title fight in Las Vegas. A 2012 Golden Gloves champion, Davis is also a former super featherweight champion. The Baltimore-born fighter won the WBA regular lightweight title against Newark's Gamboa in 2019. Davis won 2 fights in 2023, his last contest being a money fight in April against Ryan Garcia. The 29-year-old beat Garcia following several brutal body shots. Dubbed the face of boxing after the Garcia win, Davis immediately dealt with the fight outside the ring. Ryan Garcia humiliates Gervonta Davis, then comes back for a rematch on conditions the pair could meet in the ring again. Ryan Garcia already seems to be eyeing up a rematch with Gervonta Davis off the back of his win against Devin Haney, but only on one condition. Garcia has only lost 1 fight in his professional career, and that was against Davis in April 2023 after suffering a firm body shot in the 7th round, which he could not recover from. For that fight to happen, Garcia agreed to compete at the catch weight of 136 pounds and also signed off on a 10 pounds registration clause, which he later said left him extremely drained. Garcia is obviously feeling very confident after beating Haney on Saturday night, and he took to social media to try and organize a rematch against Davis, clearly feeling that he has unfinished business there. Garcia's conditions for a Davis rematch. However, the California boxer insists that it can only happen under the condition that they agree to a 144 pounds catch weight. "Everyone wanna talk about the little stupid Tank Davis," Garcia said. "Let's fight, enough of that funny talk. Come see me at 144 pounds and let's stop the talk. If you beat Frank Martin, let's run it." Davis is going to be facing off against Frank Martin at lightweight on June 15th, and it seems unlikely that Davis will actually accept the demands of Garcia. Naming his hit list during a recent interview, Garcia said, "Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson, and the Gervonta Davis rematch. But also, I wanna do Sean O'Malley as a crossover MMA thing that would break UFC pay-per-view records. It is gonna be in the cage. There is no other way I would do it other than me in the cage going against Sean O'Malley. I don't want a flat fee. I just want a percentage of the pay-per-views. That's it," Garcia said.